Night was plunging the small town into darkness. Only the distant lights on the streets and in the windows of the houses reminded of the lively activity that once reigned during the day. However, as dusk fell, the secret inhabitants of this town, the householders, began to awaken. In one of the old, abandoned houses on the outskirts of the city, lived a houseboy named Varg. He was an ancient creature of legend, but no one had seen him for years. Varg hid from people, preferring to lurk in the shadows and follow them from afar. One day, on an inclement night, the Brown family decided to check out an old abandoned house that had been rumored around town. Jack and Emma Brown and their 2 children, David and Linda, set out to explore. The old house was covered in moss and dust and the windows were broken. "Be careful, kids," Jack said as they entered the abandoned building. "Who knows what could be in here?" The children were excited and scared at the same time. They quietly made their way through the abandoned corridors, exploring every corner. But something about this house felt wrong. When they reached the old kitchen, they heard quiet rustling and whispering. Linda froze in horror and grabbed David's hand. "What was that?" she whispered. "I don't know," David replied, squeezing her hand even tighter. They cautiously continued their journey through the house, but each step was accompanied by strange sounds and the feeling that someone or something was watching them. Suddenly, a shadow emerged from a dark corner of the room. Emma screamed in terror, and Jack snatched up a flashlight to illuminate the dark corner. "What is it?" he shouted. The shadow turned out to be something of medium size with long hair and ominous red eyes. It was Varg, the housekeeper of this house. "Who are you people? What are you doing in my house?" growled Varg, his voice sounding old and sinister. "Forgive us, we didn't know anyone lived here," Jack said, trying to reassure his family and himself. Varg looked at them intently, his eyes glittering in the darkness. "You shouldn't have come here. This house is cursed," he hissed. The Brown family felt a chill pierce them to the bone. They realized that they had stumbled upon something far scarier than they could have imagined. They quickly ran for the exit, feeling Varg's eyes following them. When they finally made it out into the fresh air, they turned around and saw a dark silhouetted creature standing at the entrance to the house, its eyes glittering in the darkness. From then on, the Brown family never dared to go near that house again. But they always remembered that terrifying encounter in the darkness, which reminded them that there are things in this world that are better left alone.